What's up guys, Ajax the Mister here coming at you with a review for the finale of the Bleach manga. Now before we get into it, I do want to apologize because I'm pretty sure you guys are hearing a big echo from where I'm talking, and I just moved into a new place, so there's no furniture or anything at all to like absorb the sound from my voice. So apologies ahead of time if you guys don't like the echo. I mean, it's a work in progress. We'll get right through it. And I also want to apologize for not putting this video out yesterday. I tried my hardest to just try and get out a video, but I just did not have the energy. I was busy all day yesterday, and I just had to postpone it till today. So apologies on that front too. But with all the apologies finally out there, let's get into this final chapter of Bleach. Now, my personal thoughts, if I'm looking at this as an epilogue chapter alone, like let's ignore all the BS that we got with Bleach, like within the recent chapters. So let's forget about the plot holes. Let's forget about that rushed ass fight with your watch. Let's forget all the powers and bankais we didn't get to see. If I'm judging this final chapter of Bleach as an epilogue chapter, which it technically is, if I'm judging it based on that merit alone, this was a pretty great epilogue chapter. I'm not gonna lie about it. And I'm pretty sure all the shippers are going batshit crazy with who ended up with who. And of course, you guys know what I'm already talking about, the Rukia x Renji relationship and the Ichigo and Orihime ship. And while to me personally, those two relationships made the most sense, I know there are gonna be a shit ton of shippers and fans that are just furious at the fact that Rukia didn't get with Ichigo. It was the same shit that people got on when Naruto ended and the Narusaku thing was not, you know, a reality. But at the end of the day, these are just fictional characters, guys. It's just, you know, we shouldn't really take this too seriously. I read an article somewhere that some guy destroyed his entire Bleach DVD collection based on the fact that Ichigo went with Orihime and Narukia, and that's pushing it way too far, guys. Like, come on, let's relax. We also got to see the kids from both Ichigo and Rukia's side, and I gotta admit, those character designs, they were really well done. Like, I saw Rukia's kid and I'm like, that actually she looks pretty awesome. I like the way Kubo designed her. And then we saw Ichigo's kid, and like, I just fell in love with these two little chibi characters of like, you know, Ichigo and Rukia, and I guess kind of Renji too with that hairstyle. And the fact that they're both Shinigami basically paves the way for this series to become, I mean, a spin-off should Kubo be allowed to make, you know, further continuations of Bleach, which we'll get into a little bit later, but I don't see that happening right now. But yeah, that segment was definitely interesting because it seems that Kubo took a page from both Naruto and Dragon Ball Z, where like the end of the series there's a huge time skip and we either get to see the kids of the main characters, or we get to see the main character go off and, you know, do something important that would lead way to maybe a future series. And that's where the chapter ends, or better yet, that's where the manga ends. This was the final chapter of Bleach, guys, and I just cannot get that over my head. Now, I know I said going into this epilogue chapter that if we were judging this as a sole epilogue chapter without any of the BS that we've been getting with, like, you know, the fight and the plot holes and whatever, this would be a good epilogue chapter. But now we're going to consider everything that led up to this point, and it's just like, there's no way Kubo wanted his series to go out like this. I mean, guys, I cannot stress enough how many plot holes have been left due to this rushed ending of Bleach. And I'm gonna provide, like, you know, a little link in the description box down below from like a list that I found on Twitter, a very, very helpful you know, list of these plot holes. And, you know, before getting into the plot holes, I understand that most manga artists cannot cover every single plot hole in their franchise or series. Like, that's next to impossible. And most of the time, if it's a plot hole, it's normally like a minor one that they need to cover. And if they don't cover it, it's like, you know, whatever. It's not that important. But with Bleach's rushed ending, there have just been a shit ton of plot holes. I got like a list like right here somewhere. Or if you guys can't see the list, click on the link down below in the description box. And while I'm not going to get into every single plot point or every single plot hole that is like extremely relevant with the ending of Bleach, I'm just gonna give my thoughts on the immediate ones that come to mind. First off being, what the hell happened to the Soul King? Like, did we all forget that Yhwach supposedly killed the Soul King? And that was the last time we saw him. And now we're just led to assume that, oh, the Soul King's dead. Like, was there a new Soul King? Is there anyone in his place now? What happened to the old Soul King? Did he really die? Like, hello? Are we forgetting that? And not to mention, Yhwach explicitly stated that he was the son of the Soul King. How is that possible? We never get an explanation. And then, like, you know, there's a whole list of, like, people's bankais we didn't get to see, or certain characters that didn't really have, like, any relevance in the plot, like Grimmjow. Grimmjow was hyped as all hell to come back, and we see him get his ass kicked like once, and that's it. We don't see Grimmjow again. We don't know what happens to Hueco Mundo. We don't know what happens to Holly Bell. Like, is Grimmjow jerking off to like Holly Bell and Hueco Mundo? We don't know. We don't know what they're doing. And Aizen, like in the last few chapters, we were led to believe that Yhwach killed Aizen. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there was an explanation as to how Aizen should be alive right now. Like, we see him strapped to his chair in, like, you know, the Soul Society prison, which, by the way, that is a complete dick move. This dude, I mean, he did some terrible ass shit, but he helped out in the end against this huge threat against the known universe that they know. And they don't give this guy like any pardon or reduced sentence that we know of, and they just throw him back in the chair, seal him away, like, okay, bye bitch, like, we don't care that you helped out. But the fact that he's alive already begs that question even more. Like, how is this dude alive? Yeah, hello? And I could go on and on and on and on, because there's, guys, check out the list below, because there is a lot and it's scary. And I know for a fact, like, I've given Kubo plenty of criticism, like, for years. Like, I started reading Bleach back in middle school, so I've stuck with this series for quite some time now. And while I did have mad respect for it, still do, I was well aware of the criticism that the series had for very good reasons. But just this ending brings this to a whole new level of absurdity. Like, I just know Kubo did not want this ending to happen. You can easily tell that the executives at Shonen Jump or Weekly Shonen Jump, whoever, they told him, hey, wrap it up. We need to move on. We need to cancel you, which was a mad slap in the face to this dude, because believe it or not, it was because of Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. Those three series, the big three, they were the reason that put Weekly Shonen Jump on the map, like, overseas, like, hands down. People can say Dragon Ball Z and, you know, Akira Toriyama's work, but the one that got people introduced to more anime shows and just the Japanese culture in general, it was those three series. And to see it go out like this, it's sad, guys. Like, it's really sad. And I almost forgot about that big announcement that we were getting this week about Bleach, and a lot of us, like, had high expectations that maybe this meant that the Bleach anime was coming back, or a series of movies focusing on the 1,000-Year Blood War will get those animated somehow. And we were all excited, like, okay, the manga's getting rushed, but Kubo will get his A game up in these movies, or this new reboot of the anime series. Like, he'll put in the true ending of what really happened with Yhwach, Ichigo, and this epilogue. But as it turns out, it was none of those things, and instead we'll be getting a live action movie. I mean, some people are excited about that, and if you are, kudos to you, but it's like a live action movie. I don't care, guys. Like, I really don't care. Live action adaptations of cartoons or anime, it's just, they're most of the time not good. And the fact that this is being made by a Japanese studio, it's not Hollywood. I think Hollywood still has the rights. Like, I think 20th Century Fox still has the rights to making an American Bleach movie, which I'm pretty sure they're never gonna freaking do until those rights expire. But the fact that it's not in Hollywood, this movie doesn't even have the budget capable of making this Bleach movie look authentic and real, because we all know that Bleach has these high octane battles with these spiritual blasts and Getsuga Tenshos, and a Japanese studio in Japan isn't really gonna have that budget to make this movie look as authentic as possible. But who knows, I might be proven entirely wrong, and if I am, then hip hip hooray, we got a good live action Bleach movie. But it's just a shame, guys. It really is a shame. That's all the words I can muster about what this ending of Bleach is. Like, I have mad respects for Kubo. I hope he learns from this experience, and hopefully this doesn't get him, you know, too down. That this like Bleach was his child, guys. Like, this series meant so much to him, and just to see it go out like this, like, I hope the man is doing well. I wish him the best. Kubo, if you're watching this, which I doubt you are, but if you're watching this, man, just keep your head up. I still have mad respects for you, for your series, your storytelling, your artwork, and that's never gonna change. But yeah, that's all that I have for you guys for this video. Again, it's a shame. I know I keep saying that, but at the end of the day, it really is. Let me know what you all thought of this epilogue or ending in the comments down below. Do you guys find this ending satisfying? Which I'm pretty sure most of you don't. I'm pretty sure most of the Bleach fandom didn't find this ending satisfying. But if you do or don't, share your thoughts down below. I want to get a discussion going on about this. Are you excited for the live action movie that we're getting? I sure as hell am not, but if you are, let me know why. And before I forget to mention, I'm still working on the Bleach before and after video that I promised you guys in like my part 1 of the Bleach ending. So yeah, that's still coming. Don't think that I forgot that. It's still in the works. I'm still getting some, you know, things around, but it's coming, so don't worry about that. But yeah, that's all that I have for you guys. If you enjoyed this video at all, or even this very poorly rushed ending of Bleach, I mean, this isn't helping me to get you to like the video, but you know what I mean. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. I'd really greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, click this box right here so you'll stay up to date with all my future videos and content. I would love you forever. Don't forget, social media sites in the description box down below. Follow me on those as well to get more content when the video ends. Until next time, Bleach, and wishing you the best of luck, Kubo. This is Ajax the Mister, signing off.